You're watching Supercars Personified with the McLaren P1 and Dr. M3.
I think why it's finished.
Well, it's wicked bad looking.
Okay. Here's the new P1 with these are called the dihedral doors because they open, they're not scissors door, they're open only upwards, they open up and out. As you can see, it's all bare carbon inside. Definitely a huge attention to saving weight. This is, the whole interior is matte carbon fiber because just by not putting the clear coat on the carbon, they save 3 pounds.
Wow.
In the whole interior, see the door panel and everything. So every little thing helps, right?
How come the weave here is a lot bigger than...
Yeah, because there's different kind of carbon weave depending on the different parts of the chassis, depending on the stresses that they have to withstand. So the bigger weave is honestly the Formula 1 grade carbon that is even more resistant than this. You can see this because see, if you look at in the wheel well, that's all bigger weave because that's part of the subframe, which has a lot of load from the front suspension. So they use the toughest carbon. There are a total of 6 different types of carbon fiber in this car. 6 types of carbon, depending again on all the components.
Types or types including finishes?
No, not the finishes. I'm saying that the type of weave.
Plus finishes.
Yes. Yeah. And the seats are fixed at 28 degrees angle, and they are adjustable down by the rails for each driver. Yeah, with balls, so height or pitch. So that's done at the dealership when somebody gets the car. The seats are of course full carbon shell. They only weigh 10 kilos each. All finished, with leather and everything. That's pretty impressive. Just to give you an idea, the seat of the 12C weighs 25 kilo each.
Wow.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, 12.
This is a really lightweight racing shell. There's a million different customization options. You can, this is a classic leather plus suede interior, but you can do all suede, you can do all leather, all kinds of stitching, it's all custom. The car, the interesting part on the steering wheel has a DRS button. That's what I was telling you. It changes the angle of the wing to give you either more downforce or less. So you basically would push DRS to get better straight line speed, less drag resistance. So on a straightaway you can gain ground, and then as you approach the corner you release the finger, the wind goes back up.
Oh, so it's dynamic, you hold it.
Yeah, you hold it in and then you release, and the wind goes back and it keeps pushing the car down so that you're ready for the corner. And then on this side, the electric boost. So this car is a hybrid. It's got a battery with 180 horsepower extra on this button here. It's sort of like a curse system from the F1 car. So when you get out of a corner.
And how long can you hold it? Because some of those systems you get
well, it depends on the charge of the battery, of course. So let's say that the state of charge of the battery is full. You can hold this for almost a minute. Wow. So it's a lot. Wow. So, but you don't. Yeah, you don't. You never find a straightaway that has
long enough to hold it.
What happens is, as soon as you do your boost, and then next corner is coming up, as you brake and decelerate into the corner, the engine braking is already recharging the battery that you used. So basically, on an average lap, it's really difficult on an average track to completely run out the battery, because the engine is always going to regenerate a little bit every time you brake and you get it.
So if you use a full minute, how long would it take to regenerate this?
To regenerate, well, there's two types of charge. You can do a fast charge in 10 minutes. So driving for 10 minutes, there's a special button that you need to push, and the engine will limit its power to direct more of its power to charging the battery rather than moving the car. Or you can keep driving the car normally as you do and still, get a little bit of juice when you decelerate, and it'll take 30-40 minutes if you just do that.
Okay. So you can direct how much horsepower you take it from the engine
to go to the battery to recharge. Yeah, exactly. So if you use the fast charge, 10 minutes. If you just leave it alone, you still do it a little bit slower.
Where's the battery located?
It's right behind me, right behind the bulkhead here, right behind the seat. And it's the battery weighs 200 pounds, and the electric motor weighs 50 pounds, 56 pounds. It's very, very light.
Type of battery?
Yeah, it's a lithium-ion phosphate. It's a special chemical composition. The battery has a really sophisticated cooling system, because all the cells have to be at the same exact temperature to get a better performance and delivery of the power to it. And also the car is a plug-in too. If you, let's say that you use all the battery and then you come in the pits or whatever, you could just plug it in and it charges the battery.
Amazing. What a backup.
Come on in, just
here you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This, you're gonna go in. I'm gonna run around it.
make sure all those are. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you. That's perfect.
so that it creates more.
Wasn't expecting that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's because no.
I'm looking going.
You wouldn't be able to
go anywhere. I mean,
it's actually the full car.
Oh, so
yeah, it's fixed, but it just basically is like where it knows it tilts too, as you were saying.
well, that's like
It's all adjusted too.
it's old. I didn't know that. That's actually and those
And these, I don't know if you noticed, these are 20 different brakes.
yeah.
They are that finish, that mirror finish, is the actual look for the brakes, even when they're used.
Man, that's so beautiful.
You gotta get in there.
They are rolled with a special material that aids so that when you put the brakes on, it grabs even more.
Yeah, I was wondering about it's just a carbon ceramic, but they look different.
And because that material dissipates heat a lot better than the average carbon brakes, they don't need to drill it. See?
Yeah.
drills. Yeah, that's actually, you could say it again. We're doing a full feature video on this thing. So where's it gonna go? What's that? Where is it gonna go? I got my YouTube channel.
At that point,
cars in the 6 volt. So these guys are like 10 volt cars.
Yeah.